What's up, everybody? My name's Chance. Today we're going to be jumping into a Golgari Reanimator deck. That's right, not Reanimator, but free animator, because it's free to play, it's budget. I thought it was a fantastic joke. Whatever, shut up, don't judge me. So, I gotta say, of all the budget decks that I've been building here recently and playing and winning with, this has got to be my favorite. This is for sure my go-to. I wouldn't even call it my go-to budget deck, just my go-to have fun watching the opponent squirm a little bit deck. This is such a cool combo. So it's off the back of Carrion Grub and Titanoth Rex, or the big old Godzilla primeval champion T-Rex beauty from Ikoria. So the way this deck works is Carrion Grub gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creatures in your graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, you mill 4 cards. Well, if we look at the power of T-Rex over here, it's an 11/11. That's right, so if we can Carrion Grub and then mill a T-Rex, now we have an 11/5 for 4 mana, which is really good. Not to mention the fact that you can also cycle your T-Rex for 2 mana. Whenever you cycle it, you get to put a trample counter on target creature you control. So imagine this. Play your Carrion Grub down. Aw, damn, you didn't hit a T-Rex into your graveyard, but you have one into your hand. Turn around, you pay 2 mana, you're drawing a card off the cycling, you're putting trample onto your Carrion Grub, and you're sending it up to an 11 power because this is going into your graveyard, right? So that's some pretty huge benefits you can get there, not to mention the fact that we also have Reanimator spells such as Cauldron's Gift and Back for More to bring your T-Rexes back from the graveyard to the battlefield to, well, have 11/11 tramplers for, 5 or 6 mana. Now, outside of this, we have a couple other things to help spice up the deck and make it, taste better, if you will. So Demonic Embrace means you won't just be relying on the trample damage to get through your opponents. You won't have to worry about, your opponent's Death Touchers. And most importantly, this is a card that when you mill it, you can still play it. So, if you're going through milling your deck, you're not just looking for the T-Rexes, you're not just looking for the Carrion Grubs to bring back. Demonic Embrace sends your creatures into the sky, +3/+1. +3 on 11 damage is 14 damage. That's just insane. That's a quick and easy way to win the game. Anyways, down here in the bottom end, we have 3 copies of Archfiends. It's a 1 mana card that has lifelink and in dire situations, right? Malakir Rebirth is good on it, and Cauldron's Gift and Back for More actually aren't terrible, right? Because you get a 5/5 back, a 5/5 flying body. That's not a bad reanimate, right? It's a good lower cost creature, it gives you lifelink, and it's not a bad bring back. Bloodchief's Thirst, some easy removal. Malakir is going to help keep your Godzilla and your Carrion Grub alive, as well as having that little interaction with Archfiends, right? Village Rites is going to allow you to sacrifice out your Mire Triton, your Archfiends, your Llanowar Visionaries, draw cards, try to help get you to your combo. Mire Triton is going to help you mill, as well as gain life and be a Death Toucher, so a solid blocker. Garruk's Uprising was because I like the Demonic Embrace, but if you don't have enough, right, Garruk's Uprising is an uncommon, and so it helps you get that trample, so you don't need the Titanoth Rex, whatever. The T-Rex cycling as much for the Carrion Grub, you can still have the trample damage. Also, it means if you can get a Carrion Grub down and you already have a T-Rex in your graveyard, you get to draw a card. If you play a T-Rex, you get to draw a card. If you reanimate T-Rex or Carrion Grub, you get to draw a card. Seems kind of good, right? So we have it in here as a one-of. If you like it, you really want to play it, try it out, let me know how it goes. Khalni Ambush, this is one of the better free-to-play, we'll say, flippy-floppy lands. 3 mana, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control at instant speed. That's pretty well worth it, given you have a land on the other side when you need it. Obviously, you can have your Carrion Grub fight something, your Godzilla, that kind of stuff. Llanowar Visionary, common, 3 mana for this 2/2 that not only ramps you up a little bit, also allows you to draw a card, gives you a target for Village Rites, and gives you a good old chum blocker, right? So it's a very solid card, and it's only a common. Carrion Grub we've talked about. Cauldron's Gift, the nice thing about this Reanimate spell is it has the adamant effect that if you spend at least 3 black mana, then you get to mill 4 cards and then bring a creature back. It has an additional +1/+1 counter, so you can actually get back a 12/12 with trample, or a 12/6 with trample, something like that, right? So really, really good, and most of the time you'll be able to cast the adamant for it and mill. And if you're up against a rogues deck, I recommend you don't cast the adamant unless you absolutely need to, right? Anyways, it is a very good spell. This card I'm pleasantly surprised with. I gotta say, it worked out so much better than what I thought it would, just off of one little aspect. So Back for More, 6 mana, instant speed, instant speed. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you do, it fights up to one target creature you don't control. This is such a good spell. Yes, it's 6 mana, so it's a little expensive, but the nice thing is, so it comes back at instant speed. You can use it on your opponent's turn. It's really good against those Dimir rogue decks that constantly like to counter you. This means you're forcing them to counter on their turn, then come around on your turn. You can have mana and cast stuff down freely. So that's beautiful. Part 2, say your opponent's an aggro deck or they're swinging in, whatever. They swing in with a creature, swing in with 2 creatures even, right? You bring back your T-Rex, you block 1 creature, and you have it fight the other one. So now you're removing 2 creatures. You're getting down on 11-11. They wasted their attack turn and instant speed. You got down this, which means on your next turn, boom, 11-11 to the face. You can cast the Great Henge. You know, you can throw under Demonic Embrace on it because you'll have all of that mana left over. Great Henge does help you keep yourself healthy as well as drawing cards. It's really easy to get down with the Carrion Grub and the Titanoth Rex. I keep wanting to call it Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it's not. You would just call it a T-Rex. Anyways, helps you draw cards, helps you stay healthy, and it helps you ramp up. So all in all, this is, like I said, got to be one of the best budget decks I've ever built as well as ever played. And I'm not going to take full credit because I know this Carrion Grub combo is, well, it's been around since M21, right, when Carrion Grub came out. So this is a beautiful card. I think it's only gotten better with time and having the flippy floppy lands to make it a little bit more consistent. This is it's beautiful. I recommend you go play this. If you're budget, if you're non-budget, I still recommend you go try this deck out. You might be pleasantly surprised with how much fun you have. Anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hop right into the matches. Be sure you leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, subscribe if you're new here, and hit that bell icon so you can get more content, right? Hop over to Twitch, toss a follow if you want to see us play these decks live. Down in the description there's a Discord, and of course, as always, hit that join button on the memberships down below the video if you want to join up in that, get a weekly draft video, and support the channel through a monetary means. With all that being said and out of the way, let's get into some free animation. Free you know what I'm saying. Jup Nooms. Nums? I don't know. I like it. I like the... Listen, game. Listen. I need lands to operate. We're going to keep this because I have 3 Mire Tritons and we have some removal. But seriously, lands. All right? Take note of that, Magic. You understand? Now, don't flood me. Magic is like that annoying little cousin that follows around you and you're like, can you just like just do what I say once and don't treat it like a fucking genie in a bottle situation, right? Where you're giving me exactly what I say. Like just be a normal person for 2 seconds. Give me some normal draws. Let me shuffle the deck, hell. All right, let's see it. Is it mono green? No, because they got the Fabled Passage. Well, then I am interested to see with which with which we're dealing. Selesnya, okay. That I can see. You know, I like how people nowadays, they're like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. I'm running Chain Web in my main board. I've dealt with these assholes enough. Alright, so we can go for the Llanowar, draws us a card, also ramps us. That's pretty good in my humble, professional, personal opinion. I think we should do this. Puts us to four lands, draw a card. That's all solid in my book. We can swing it with Mire Triton, right? We can afford to lose it if they want to block, and if not, hey, free damage. Free damage, yeah. You take out that Chain Web there. I'll save my Bloodchiefs for the Swarm Shambler. Now, we are still 1 mana away from Cauldron's Gift, but I don't think we currently have anything worthwhile bringing back. Yeah, so we won't worry about getting to that 5 mana right now. Another Visionary. Hey. So we could go Bloodchief, remove Swarm Shambler, get down another Visionary. I think we go like this. The opponent's got something instant speed. Something up their sleeve. I wonder what it could be. Well, there's another Bloodchief's there, so might as well see if we can't get rid of this little insect. Fungus thing. What is it? Fungus Beast. It's a beast. Wow. Yeah, I always wonder And what relativity, like what size are some of these creatures? Because you only see them like in the background of like, here's a bug, right? But how big is that bug? Like I need a human next to this thing, right? Let me see side by side with the human. All right, so we are up to 5 mana with what we have on the board. I really like Malakir Rebirth, but I don't know that we'll need it, you know? But if I get down to land this turn, let them know I'm thinking. If I get down to land this turn, come next turn, if I hit another land, I can play Mire Triton into a Cauldron's Gift, and that might be worth. We'll play it as a land. I don't want to miss my land drops. So we're up to 6 now. Basri's Lieutenant. Well, we can Bloodchief's Thirst that, right? Sure, they'll get the 2/2 back, but not exactly equal value. Back for more, that's good. If I had a bigger creature over here, well, I mean, we could we could return the Mire Triton and have it fight Basri's Lieutenant. It takes out the Lieutenant, but that's a bit costly, right? Oh, we can do it at instant speed. I didn't even realize back for more was instant speed. All right, so let's wait a minute. Let's do this properly. Yeah, like that. All right, take out the Lieutenant. They get the 2/2 back with Vigilance. We'll get down another Mire Triton. Keep on milling it up. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. The big old T-Rex. Not you. Get out of here, Mire Triton. Titanoth Rex. All right, Mentor. And hopefully no way to add counters, right? That would be a little scary. They only have 1 mana, so they are a little limited in their available plays. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't block here. You know what I mean? They just put extra counters on the insect. You like it. You gotta like it. Ooh, and we got a Godzilla in hand as well. All right, so so good that this is instant speed. It's so good. I'm about to show y'all some dirty trickery. As long as I don't add too many counters to the creatures, right? That's sort of the downside, but we got 11 points of health to work with. I think we'll be all right. So resolve, pass to attackers. They'll swing in with the 4/4. Maybe, maybe not, maybe not. All right, well then we should still go ahead and do this. I was gonna say we block the 4/4 and then we have the 11/11 killed the 2/2, right? And it's just like beautiful, beautiful. But they didn't swing in with the 4/4, so this is interesting because we can go here, cycle this on their turn, put trample on it, and then it's like a big boy, right? And demonic embrace. Oh my goodness, everything's just turning up Millhouse. So we'll get in for the 11 more than likely. Yep, they just take it on the face, right there on the chin. On the chinny chin chin, huh? Oh, I actually really like this deck. For it to be a budget deck, I certainly do not feel like I'm playing a budget deck. Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel handicapped right now. I'm feeling mighty on top of things. Alright, so good old Basri's Lieutenant is going to come down with some health. A lot of health there. They're going to pass it back to my turn. We got them on the ropes. They're running scared. They're running scared. Right here. We also get to draw a card off that. Like, how insane is that? Now, we could use Cauldron's Gift to bring that. I wasn't done. We had Demonic Embrace. I was going to send one of these into the sky. Like, oh well. Skura. Gonna be our next foe. Yeah, I kind of like this. We get the Carrion Grub. We still don't get to go first. I don't know when it's my time to shine, damn it. But fine, whatever. We'll go forever second. Now, we do have a Godzilla in hand that we can cycle out to make the carry. We have 2 Godzillas in hand we can cycle out to make the Carrion Grub bigger, better, badder. What a cunt. Who counters a Mire Triton? You don't even know what my deck holds, and you're like, I don't want that card out there. No, no, no. Fine. I'll Archfiends this shenanigans right up. Now we should actually cycle a Godzilla here, so that way we have one for the grub come next turn, right? Putting trample on Archfiends, though, not really something I want to do, but it makes the most sense. Although we could also do it. Nah, we're gonna wait. We are going to wait. Ooh. This is scary. I don't really want to play Carrion Grub, given we have the Village Rites that could come down right after, but, you know. We'll see. Maybe they won't counter it again. Seems like it's Dimir Control, though, not Dimir Rogues, so... yeah, okay. Boy, howdy, I do love counter magic. Probably will cycle Godzilla soon. Just that way, if we hit one more land, we can use back for more, right? So we'll probably cycle it on their turn. Fear my Archfiend with trample. Alright, so we can use back for more here. I think that's an instant speed kind of thing we use on their turn, right? We also have double Village Rites, which is pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. In turn. We gotta resolve that and then cast this. Take it out of full control now. Boop. Bye-bye. Alright, so we got our Godzilla down. Alright, so we had our Godzilla down for like 3 seconds. We have 7 mana, which means we're only 2 away from just hard casting that other Godzilla. We might actually just wait. Well, we're 1 mana away. Singular uno mana. And they get down in brazen instant speed. Sure. We are at 27 health, so we got a little bit of a ways to go before I'm getting too worried about it. Another Godzilla, still one land away. We'll swing in with the Archfiends. Are they ever going to take out this Archfiends, which has dealt 8 damage to him now? Alright, so we probably will cycle one of these Godzillas come their turn. Or maybe we keep one in hand. Like, keep them both in hand, given we're 1 land away from hard casting. Could use Village Rites on the Archfiends, but man, I tell you, this little Archfiends is just chugging along, you know? They're going to use Feed the Swarm on our Archfiends. Hey, fine by me. We hit that land we needed, and we got to use our Village Rites. So all in all, pretty excellent, if I do say so myself. Back to my turn. Alright. It's time for a hard cast Godzilla. We'll hope they don't have instant removal for it. Or sorcery, you know, any speed removal, really. Of course, if they have another Feed this Swarm, it's going to cost them 9 life to get rid of it, so might not be worth it in that aspect. They probably do have instant speed removal. They're saving for it, but honestly, waiting is probably a bad idea, because then we can just Village Rites it, right? They go for the Brazen Bounce. I say we sack it. No bounce, no brazen, bitch. Ooh, Carrion Grub. He's pretty good. Let's go for our other Godzilla. Seriously? More removal? Counterspell? Son of a bitch. Should have went for the Carrion Grub. Alrighty. So our opponent is playing rogues. It's just a weird version of it. Strange, strange, strange. Zerothen, well that's fucking terrible for us. Now they're gonna get back our T-Rex. What a cunt, huh? What a cunt. I think we saved the Demonic Embrace in hand. Maybe they won't be as worried about. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So this is fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful. We might actually have the game here as long as they don't play a flyer, right? Then we can Demonic Embrace our Carrion Grub on the next turn. They do have Brazen Borrower, however. That would be a little unfortunate. No! I needed that thing to live. Son of a bitch. I didn't think about that. Alright, so this is gonna hurt a little bit. A little bit. We're taking 10 to the chin. This makes us take 12, but I can get the Mire Triton back, heal a little bit. Heal for the same that I'm losing, you know? Mystical Dispute on a Malakir Rebirth. What? What is going on here? Alright, Carrion Grub. We have Demonic. Do I just slam a jam a Demonic down? Nah. Nah, because that means that they will for sure get the Brazen down, right? Now they might just have removal and it might be all over here. Ashiok. Gonna bounce Carrion Grub. Unfortunately, we have to exile that. Unfortunately, that's actually GG, yeah. Good game, Skura. Can't say I appreciate the rogues, but you know. Raxus. We'll keep this. We can get to the Llanowar Visionary, so maybe we can, you know, bolster up from there. Opponent taking it nice and slow. We're getting all the black mana, none of the green, but that's fine. Llanowar plus jungle gives us double green. Not that we need double green, really. We should go ahead and play the other jungle hollow, actually. Off to a bit of a slow start, for sure. No Mire Tritons, no Archfiends, just a little Llanowar. Oh, there's the Archfiends. Okay, it's just a matter of time, right? So we'll go up to 5 mana on our next turn, which means we can use Cauldron's Gift, but we don't have anything we can guaranteed hit. So I don't think that we should really... Okay, yeah, sure. Sure. I mean, we could cycle the Godzilla and then hit it with Cauldron's Gift. That's going to take 2 turns. We also have a Carrion Grub here. I think we go for the... We gotta go for the Uprising and the Grub on the next turn. We could cycle the T-Rex, could have played down the Vessel, cycle T-Rex, set ourselves up for the Cauldron's Gift onto the T-Rex come the next turn. But if we do that and they have a single bit of removal for the T-Rex, then like our whole plan went to naught. Whereas if we do this, we can get down the Carrion Grub, potentially hit something. If that doesn't work, then we can T-Rex, cycle onto the Carrion Grub. That will for sure work. And then we can get back Cauldron's Gift to, you know, bring the T-Rex back when... Well, that's pretty much what we need. So, Carrion Grub here. No T-Rexes, but we did hit a Demonic Embrace over there on the side, so that's good. And we got a 2/5 to defend. You know, it's not terrible. Do they have anything to bring back? They don't, so we don't have to worry about that, right? Right. We do need to get something in the skies, though, to deal with that Drana. Drana. We're at such an awkward position here. So I can cycle this plus put Demonic onto Carrion. Cauldron's Gift can't get back anything good, so yeah. Cycle this. Put our Carrion to 11. Back for more is really good. We can use it to fight the Drana. I think we do have Demonic Embrace come down. Wait a minute. Do we have lethal here? Do we have lethal? Hey, never didn't have it. Beautiful, beautiful. Vermilion. I like it. Like the name. We don't have any mana here. Gotta take that mullet. We don't have any mana here either. Goodness gracious. Okay. What? I can't keep mulliganing, right? We have to put back 2. I guess that's the way we want to do it. Goodness gracious, yeah. Just immediately decimated our hands there. Opponent's playing the cycling deck. Not excited about that one. Probably going to get stomped early and quick here. Let's see. There goes our Uprising. We'll need 2 mana to get to the Grub. It might be worth it to play down Rebirth as a tap land. Of course, we're going to have to block out a Fox here if we can. They're going to let us, so yeah. Alright, so I think I do play Rebirth down tapped here. So we can get to the Grub. To the Grub. Alright. Vermilion, Cyclone. The nice thing is the removal, the fight spell, doesn't work as well given we have the Death Toucher, so. Sure. Sure. Alrighty, so we got the big 11-5 down. We can cycle this, put Trample on it. What do we do from there? Hope they don't hit it with a Zenith Flare. Do they have enough? They do. They definitely have enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, every single card in their graveyard is a cycling. So they definitely have enough to take out the Carrion Grub. With the good old Flare. Good old Flare. Alright, so we can actually wait on the Godzilla and do it as we're swinging in. Right? They'll be like, oh, I'll just jump Blockaroo for 1. Cycle. Boom, Trample. Oh, Cauldron's Gift is really good because that means that next turn we can actually get one of those Godzillas back. We'll have 2 11-power creatures with Trample. That's pretty good. Tyrannus Stinger coming down for the foe. That's fantastic. Means they didn't have the Zenith. So I think it'll be 2 turns here we need for victory. 2 turns without them hitting Zenith Flare. Now that's actually pretty steep given they have cycling. And yeah, it's not hard to just rattle through those cards, right? But we'll do the best that we can. That's all you can hope for when you're playing, you know, budgety, free-to-play, especially decks like this that are a little, I won't say combo-y, but definitely relying on not having it all fall to shambles. Oh, 1 more land and we would have been able to hit the Malakir Rebirth. 1 more. Alright. Boom. They're like, well, that's not too shabby. Again, we need them to not have Zenith Flare here, though. It looks good. You know, we got a 12-12 and an 11-5, both with Trample come turn 5. You know, that's a lot of power. Zenith. Good old Flare. Can I say we're surprised? No. But did we have fun? Well, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, Azor Knight, gonna be our next foe. We'll pray we don't mill ourselves of the only 2 cards we need once more. I don't know that this is keepable, but we are gonna keep it. Because we have a good lay of lands and we have good cards if we can draw, you know, reasonably. Now that is probably the hardest thing ever to do in Magic, is to just draw fucking reasonably. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if we can't hit something here. I don't think we worry about it, that overwhelmed apprentice. Looks like we're up against mono blue. If I had to guess about it, it's going to be a Thassa deck. Generally, that's the only time you see this kind of... It's a mono blue mill. It is a mono blue mill deck. Alright. Well, we're hitting our lands. Tutelage is our worst nightmare. On the bright side, with them milling us, it should help us find what we want, right? Ideally. Eventually, that is. Ideally, eventually. Oh, there's a T-Rex we can bring back with Cauldron's Gift. Now they're about to double mill us. No, double draw. Well, luckily their Frantic only has the 1 card draw, right? It's not proccing for 4 or some shit. So we're already down to 37. We haven't played a single thing. If we can get that Great Henge down, I'll be very happy. The odds of them not having bounced though is very low. Might should have grabbed the Carrion Grub, and that's kind of why I was thinking about it, because you get the Grub and they bounce the Grub, you can still replay it, right, and still have that same sort of value. But if they bounce the T-Rex now, we can't replay it, so we'll have to wait and see. Seagate, though, kind of makes me think, yeah, they're just going to be drawing cards. Oh, well, this is fun. This is fun. Down to 22. Surprised they don't have another tutelage down yet, honestly. That is probably the biggest surprise. So we definitely go for the Great Henge play. We don't want to pay Adamant. We do not. So they can block a fair amount of damage here, but we still have 25 points of trample damage coming at them next turn. They might have bounce spell. That, again, that's our biggest concern. They're going to take the damage on the chin. Whoa, no, not you, Village Rites. The hell? I was like, that's funny. It's not, like, normally it, you know, ask me if I want to kick. Alright, we have 18 cards left, which means they only need to draw 9 cards here. 6 mana, draw 9 cards. Very feasible. Very, very feasible, actually. Boon is draw 4, but it does cost all 6 mana, so... Another tutelage. Means they need to draw, let's see, mills is 4. We have, how many, 13? 18. They mill 4 per thing, they cycle, that's 4 more, we're down to 10. We draw 1 down to 9. They need to, oh no, they just played a 3rd tutelage. That doesn't win you the game though, that doesn't even get you close. I mean, get you close, but. So they have 6. Okay. GG! Azor Knight.